What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck?
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to Hunt the Week.
One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hello everyone, and welcome into the show. Welcome on in, each and every one of you captains, you engineers, you ensigns, you crewmates. Maybe you're a red shirt, whoever you are. You're on a spaceship, you're traveling at the fastest speeds, faster than light, faster than you can comprehend, through the galaxy. And I welcome you in. I welcome in each and every one of you. This is, of course, Hunt the Week. It is your weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet League that we know, love, and play in. And this is Edge of Eternities Week 2. That's right, we're out here in space, we're flying around, we're discovering planets, we're opening packs. Well, we're mining, actually. We're mining packs, and the planets are collapsing. And we're trying to figure out what's the best pack to take next. Who am I? I am your host with the most, your Don John DeMarco, your Goku or go home. I am a 6-time top 8er, a 2-time league winner, and 1 time I got to play in a fun little Winston draft, Player of the Year play-in. I'll talk about it here in a little bit, but we got a lot to talk about this week. We got a big show. We do. So let's go ahead and let's get to it. Let's see how big space is.
Space, it says, is big, really big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is. I mean, you may think it's a long way down the street to the chemist, but that's just peanuts to space.
That's right. Space is big, and the tournament is big, right? That's big news. The tournament is huge. There's 1 million people in it. 200 and... this goes to 292, but it starts where? At 5. 287 people is what it looks like. That's a lot of people. This is your top 16. Number 1, Jack H. Rakic, playing on the fodder cannon. He's 9-1. Number 2, DeWitt K.C. the Octopus. I've met DeWitt. He's a wonderful person. He's 8-1 on the Dream Trawler. Wyatt C. Hot Dolphins on the Equinox. They're 8-2. Chris D. Stereolab. Azusa. 8-2. Tim O. 728 Moldrifter 8-2. Paul R. Kildor Krana. Scheming Seer 8-2. Nick L. Play on Birds Goblin Balloon Brigade 8-2. Chris O. 91 Orion Sky Nomad 8-2. Lot P. Lot playing for the Gallia 8-2. Michael W. A Dude with Good Dream Trawler 8-2. Gilliam Q, K1Z1, Man of War, 8-2. Jamie W, Jamie, the Hand of Honor, 8-2. Johnny M, Johnny, on the Frontline Devastator, 8-2. Matthias Ace Rezra on the Voidwalker, 7-1. Jeremy E, Lorgoif on the Revenant, 7-2. Preston B, Vorbis on the Questing Feldegriff, 7-2. That's a lot. There's a lot to read out this league. It's a lot of people. We've got some 5-0s. Let's shout them out. 5-0 from Chris D. Stereolab. Congrats, Chris. 5-0 on Paul R. Kildor Krana. Congrats, Paul. 5-0 for Jamie W. Jamie. Congrats. 5-0 for Johnny M. Johnny. Congrats. 5-0 for Buster S. Hugester. Congrats, Buster. Big fan of the show. Buster was excited to get their name shouted out, and boy, do you get your name out. And then we got down here Ben M. 5-0 to be 7-3. And that looks like all our 5-0s. How did I do this week? I did all right, actually. I went 4-1. I went 2-3 last week. Not the best. 4-1 this week. Better. Doing better. Up to 6-4. Got a winning record. Positive win rate. Currently ranked 70th. Tied with two other people. Hugh Den on the Revenant. Oh, Matt P. on the Revenant. Patrick M. on the TARDIS. It feels weird that I'm a little sad I didn't lose more this week so I could get more OTJ packs. I actually went 4-0. and then lost my last match of the week, and I was like, man, am I really going to go 5-0 on OTJ week and miss out on the OTJ packs? Like, that's kind of a bummer, right? Like, you get these sweet packs to open, and it's like, yeah, it's the powerful set. It's your chance to open it. You know, we don't get these sets very often. And it's like, well, yeah, if you win that whole week, you don't get to. But I did. Don't worry, guys. I lost. I got my OTJ pack. It's not bad. It is not bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I'm enjoying it. I like it. I like what's going on. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how the rest of it goes. But I'm enjoying the league so far. I like the sets that we're opening up. The gameplay's been pretty good. EOE is kind of like, but I feel like the league always makes those sets a little bit better. The ship Doomsday's in the lead. They found 3 planets. Let's talk about planets for a second. We got this map, right? Every time you win, you get to move the ship 3 spots, and all the ships are moving around the map. It's a whole thing, right? It's a big part of this league, and it's such a big part that like we've got our own little crew rooms, and we're talking about how we're going to move the ship. I've got an agreement with a ship next to us about places that we will and won't go to, and you know we want to find that planet. We want to get that bonus, rare or mythic. We want that bonus. That's what it's all about, right? That's why this whole thing's happening. To find the bonus planet, get the bonus card. And like we're in an area where there's nobody near us at all. And there is one ship that makes a sniper line shot, beeline circle, nowhere near us, comes right next to my ship and finds a planet. And I am still so mad about this. Not only did you come into our space, but you found the planet. You found the thing that we are looking for that we can't find, and then you just moved on like it was nothing. Oh, I'm so frustrated. It's so frustrating to me for so many reasons. But that's the game, right? Like that's why we play the game, man. Sometimes you find a planet, sometimes you don't. Sometimes you find 3. That was weird. One team found like 3 planets, all like back to back to back. Good for them, I guess. Good for them. But we found some planets. We have some new packs going in, and of course we have some packs going away. Let's see if we can't figure that out real quick. These are the sets we found for next week. War of the Spark was found by the Forest Warship. They got Feather, which is fine. Thirst for Discovery discovered AKR. They got Runamap Excavator. That's great if you got Strip Mine. Winds of Chains discovered Shadows. That was the one that was next to us. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just a little salty about that one, guys. The crew of the Greatness discovered AFR. They got Frost Tyrant. Oh, and they got a Bygone Bishop for discovering Sir. That's not a bad card at all. Crew of Doomsday discovered the planet Mid, and they got a Haunted Ridge, which is not bad. I mean, dual land if you're in Jund. Then Outlaws of Thunder Junction and Duskmorn have reached their thresholds and will be no longer to be taken next week. They are collapsing. Lord of the Rings was found. They found a Sting, the Glinted Dagger. Not a bad one. And that's an interesting, fun set. And this is where it gets good. Doomsday discovered Mom. They got Invasion of Innistrad. That's a bonkers card to get to. And what a great set. So it's OTJ this week. I called it. I don't know if anyone... Look, last week I said we're going to find Mom next week and everything's going to work out. And we did. Mole Drifter discovered Woe. They got a Red Cap Gutter Dweller. That's a great card. Pioneer Masters has then collapsed and will be going away. And then just today, one of my favorites of all time, the crew of the Sauvierne de C. Navier Admiral du Conseil has discovered the planet Strixhaven. Got a good rare too, Baleful Mastery, nice removal spell. But also, great set. What a fun set. I mean, you're definitely going Mom next week, but if you're smart, maybe you start going Strixhaven, because that's not going to go away next week. It gives you an extra week to try and get some learned lessons, because everyone's going Mom next week. But you really want to not go Mom next week? I mean, it's Mom. It's March of the Machines. We're all going to be opening Mom packs. It's the new OTJ, the new hotness. Mom is back and better than ever. And there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on on the server right now. I mean, we got a song from Kevin I Can Eat, right? Let's play that. We got a song from Kevin. Kevin's making his wonderful, wonderful songs. Of course, I love it. I love Kevin. Kevin's the best. And he also has a new side event going on. Check out Kevin's new side event, Winston Draft. I'm signing up for that. I just did a Winston Draft. Let's talk about it after Kevin's song.
Captain's log. 47 warships in the void. Shields hot. Weapons prime. We're hitting warp in 3, 2, 1.
Warp drives heating up, shields on blast. Edge of eternities will never be last. 47 ships, whole galaxy shakes. Name them all quick for the battlefield breaks. Say what? Name them all quick for the battlefield breaks. Say what? Name them all quick for the battlefield breaks. Force warships storming and cracking the void. The void walker ghosting past the asteroids deployed. Revenant rising from the wrecks in the sector. 6 kids in a trench coat, no scanner detector. Bloody moon eclipse and red beams on the prey. Nick's fleece ramming holes in the woolly display. Goblin balloon brigade dropping chaos from the sky. Nick cattle warp ride blinking twice before they fly. TMB RCAD massive cannons online. Dream trawler gliding sleek through the stellar front line. Man of war slapping holes with the tidal wave crash. Serima dive bomb with the sonic wing slash. Winds of change shift the fight. Fleets flip the position. The TARDIS popping in like a time warp magician. Orion, Sky Norman taking shots from the crown. Parhelion Thrive burns the whole squad down. Frontline devastator, artillery quake. Muldrifter sweeping deep like a silver fish wake. Colossal dread, maw jaws clamp on the strays. Gallia dancing wild in the photon blaze. Silver ring to Sion, but Consul's on might. Azusa triple jumps through the cosmic night. Thirst for discovery scan the sector's last trace. Doomsday countdown, no one leaving this place. Equinox blazing suns blinding every last seer. Scheming seer still plotting while the end draws near. Hypersonic dragon striking faster than fate. SS steel cutter slicing cruisers like plates. Scuttlebutt scrap ships spinning drawn through the hull. SS bear escape roaring in with the grizzly pull. USS from Enterprise serving noodle hot death. Hand of honor strike clean, leave them gasping for breath. Eternity vessel holding time in the hold. Black Lotus detonate, pedals turn into gold. Lashan chlorine lump of gold smacking foes up the air. RMS Titanic crash, but they don't even care. Belful strict snipe cold with the lasers black gleam. Fire cannon chewing up the enemy's dream. Endurance hold the line, shields max, no retreat. Questing beast slash quick, every foe obsolete. Crucible of worlds, bring the fire back twice. Whiston fell the griff, running wild through the ice. Star of extinction, burn the cosmos away. Didgerido's war cry shakes the whole Milky Way. Force of nature rage tears the wormhole apart. Treasure cruise warp jump, leave them lost in the dark. The greatness rides in with the victory hymn. Dinosaur spaceship, end of days, we win! Warp drive heating up, shields on blast. Edge of eternities will never be last. 47 ships, whole galaxy shakes. Name them all quick for the battlefield break. Name them all quick for the battlefield break. Name them all quick for the battlefield break. Warp drives heating up.
Yeah, Kevin's song is so good. Thank you, Kevin. They're always so good. They get better and better. I don't know how they get better and better. But yeah, side quest. Kevin is announcing a fun side quest. The event won't start till after Player of the Year. You've got some time to prepare. The Victor's Arena. The arena. Each gladiator enters with 3 packs of their choice. Defender fights with their current pool. Challenger brings 3 fresh packs. Winston draft, then best of 3. 1 duel at a time. If you win, you get a point. And you get to get all the cards from the duel, remain in the arena, and defend your title. So basically, you're like a gladiator, and people step up to you and bring cards and try and fight. Looks really fun. Looks really cool. Gotta sign up for that. And there's we got, like I said earlier, we got our Player of the Year playing right now for side events. I won a bunch of side events over the last year, so I'm in that. I got to play Adam and Adam E. We're going to be playing tomorrow. We're doing a Winston draft, which is something I've never done before. Actually, just did my first one right before I started recording the podcast. Did a practice with Travis H., random jobber. It was fun. It was super fun, actually. I'm not sure how you want to game plan it, but it was a fun time. I had a deck. I was 2 colors, so I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's like last 6 sets of standard. Winston draft. And then it's a big old bracket, get to the end, and winners get a Player of the Year spot, because Player of the Year is starting soon. But we got someone who qualified for Player of the Year coming on the show this week. Let's talk to him as we boldly go where no one has gone before.
Its 5-year mission, to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
That's right, we got on Sawyer T, the soy boy, the best of the best, the man, the myth, the legend, the Disker, right? We talk about the Diskers all the time. This is one of them. This is a big one, right? Sawyer wins Final Fantasy League, wins his Mega Draft, wins the whole league, takes down Matthew, who came on the show last week, and it's another notch for Sawyer. Sawyer wins a lot of leagues. Sawyer top 8s a lot. Sawyer's really good, and Sawyer's great to talk to. Sawyer's a great guy. He was in league committee for a long time. He's got a great outlook. He's got a lot of interesting things to say, and he's qualified for Player of the Year, and he's our newest league winner for Final Fantasy. Join me and listen to my interview with Sawyer right now. All right, everyone, let's boldly go where no man has gone before this week with none other than Sawyer T, a.k.a. Soy Boy. Welcome to the show, Sawyer. Hello.
Every time I come on, I feel a little less like Soy Boy and more like Soy Man. It's like the years are passing.
That would be great if you could change it to Soy Man, or like I don't even know what the hierarchy is. But Soy Boy, I mean, here's the thing. I love saying it. It just sounds it's got a good rhyme to it and a good cadence. I don't know. I think it's a great name. But you're back on the show, Sawyer. Congratulations. You win the Final Fantasy League. You get the big league win after you win your Mega Draft. How's that feel? That's got to feel amazing.
It's great. Yeah, before this, I had some rough leagues. Yeah, I think, oh God, Tarkir Dragonstorm is like the worst I've done in ages. I think I barely hit 50%, or might have even not hit 50% win rate. Yeah, so it was nice to be like back in contention. I like the shift to more people getting involved in the postseason stuff.
Yeah.
The league has grown, and so it was fun to like get to actually experience that firsthand. I'm jumping ahead a little bit because I think there's a question.
We got a couple questions about it.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, I'm glad you took it down, because you're one of the rare people who have had the Mega Draft win but didn't get the league win.
It haunts me to this day.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. But here you get the chance where you get the Mega Draft and you get the league win. You get them both, and like the games you had against Matthew, I got to commentary. I got to watch them all. So great. The best of 5 thing was so great and so cool. You guys had great back and forth. Like that was really fun. In fact, let's just start with your Mega Draft. You open Atraxa, one of the biggest, bombiest Magic cards you ever could hope to see, right? Did you immediately say, "Hey, I'm building around this. We're doing it"? Were you pumped? Were you like, "Wait, this is too risky"? What did you think about that?
Well, the extra bit of context here is that that was not actually the first thing I opened.
It wasn't.
Because when we first started the draft,
yes,
there were only 7 people in it. And I opened a much worse rare. It was like that blue. I mean, it's still good. It's like that blue one that's kind of like Factor Fiction-y, where you like alternate choosing cards.
Yeah.
Which is good, but it's not like something that gives you full direction.
No.
And I've always felt like in Mega Drafts, there's the ones that have gone poorly for me are the ones where it's like, I'm just going to take the strongest card out of each pack, and I go through like 2 or 3 packs, and I don't have anything like really strong, and I don't have a direction, and people around me are starting to like carve out their lanes.
Yeah.
And I just have this like pile of kind of okay cards. I feel like you do kind of need some bombs to win a Mega Draft.
It helps. It definitely helps.
It definitely helps. And so just like locking one in early and getting to lean into it is huge. And Atraxa in particular is great because it's like, okay, I know I want fixing. I probably want to be in green because that's
Yeah.
gonna provide me with that. And then I can like pick up good removal. Like I got a Sephiroth intervention. It's like, okay, that's easily splashable.
Hmm.
And I kind of like bobbed and weaved. I was thinking I was gonna be like green black or maybe green blue or like blue black. And um yeah, but it was nice to just have that direction from the start. And then the pieces like came into place really well. I ended up being mostly like green black and then splashing blue and white. Um,
Yeah, and the deck was pretty gross and sick. Like I mean, because it's this four color green Sultai deck. You think it's going to be like this value pile late game deck, but in reality, you only had like a few cards that costed more than five. Like your deck was pretty lean and mean for what it was. Like you said, lots of removal. You had like what three Sephiroth interventions by the end of it. Um, yeah, it's really just like get your mana right, try to find Atraxa, and it was a game plan that really worked out.
yeah. Yeah. And it's interesting because I was a little nervous that I would be overly reliant on Atraxa and
Hmm.
fold to like an Essence Scatter or just not drawing it.
Sure.
But then the deck was so filled out with like 2-for-1s and good removal that
Yeah.
I ended up I actually didn't even see Atraxa until my third match. So my first two matches, it was just like just 2-for-1, 2-for-1, 2-for-1. Suddenly, like their hand is empty. You've got four creatures on the board, and you just
Yeah.
kind of win that way. But yeah, having the out to just draw 7 cards is is pretty good.
I think like I said, I got to watch you play a lot of your matches. And I know the commentary's lost forever, but one thing I said a bunch while we were doing it is that like I think you're 99% to win if you resolve Atraxa. Like even if you're real behind, like that's gonna do so much.
Yeah,
Um, and you had a game against Matthew in the finals where you did resolve Atraxa, and then he was able to kill it, get it out of the graveyard while you had like the graveyard get it back Urborg repossession spell.
Yeah.
And like he fought, he drew so many cards and tried so hard, and he almost came back from the intro. He almost was the 1%, right? Like,
Yeah.
but still, you just 7/7 lifelink flying vigilant draw a million cards. Like, oh,
well, and I think that game in particular, if there are any doubters out there, DM me. I'll send you the 17 lands log, and you'll become a believer. Because I was so behind. I was like about to scoop. I had nothing in hand. Was facing like an army and a
you top decked it, right?
four
It was
cards,
like
and then I
on.
just topped it. It was the last chance. Like I was preparing to scoop as I saw my draw, and then it was a track set. It was like, oh, um, yeah. And then I was able to play it, like trade it off with a creature, gain 7, force the like graveyard exile, and then I had drawn, I think, 6 cards, and a bunch of those cards drew other cards or
Yeah,
gained life. And yeah, when you like trade it off with their big creature and gain 7 and draw all the cards, it's totally overwhelming.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a 6 for 1 or something, 7 for 1. It's like whatever it is, and
With
it's
tempo. Yeah.
oh, and like you said, we were doing comedy. It's like, yeah, Sawyer's got nothing. Sawyer's got nothing. Yeah, looks like it's done. Oh, Atraxa, hold on, and then then it's like
Yeah.
you don't need the bombs in your deck, but having a bomb like that, where it's like all I have to do is play it, and the game changes so much. Like, um, not a lot of people get that luxury in their Mega Draft deck, right?
I
And
do
you had
have one.
the Ultimisia. That Ultimisia would look so good
Oh,
too.
it was
I
also,
love that card.
yeah, just huge 5 toughness, dig through your deck. But yeah, my one regret is, and I really thought about it, I should have just used a wild card to get the Sephiroth version.
Oh yeah, that would have
I
been sweet.
regret playing all the Mega Drafts with the original Atraxa. But
I I love that. Hey, you gotta, how often are you gonna get? When's the next chance you're gonna get to show off an Atraxa, right? Like, uh, even when we were doing the finals with Matthews, it was Atraxa watch. How many times could we see it? How many times was it gonna get cast?
yeah,
Um, and again, you and Matthew had your best of five. After you, of course, win the Mega Draft, you guys do your best of five. You go to Game 5. Your deck. And again, you guys had some really great games. Some games, is were skewed to one player or the other. The games where you both got to do your thing. Um, We can see why these, 3, 4 color Mega Draft decks are becoming so popular and so powerful. But you win. You take home the victory, the prize, the Final Fantasy, the biggest league of all time until the next league, which is the biggest league of all time. Um,
A lot of record setting these days.
oh, it's record after record. And our next question, I asked it, but then I think Adam asked a better version of it. So I'm going to ask you what Adam asked, which is that like you've been in the leagues a long time. You're a league committee member for a long time. You've designed them. You've seen the league grow over years. You've seen all the changes. You've seen a lot of stuff. What do you think about the current playoff system? You just got to go through it. You get the league win. Matthew gets the Mega Draft win. Both get the invites. But what do you think about the current playoff system? 2 Mega Drafts and a finale. How did it feel to play in the grand finals? And then he's got a follow up that you had previously pitched a best of 3 grand finals gauntlet. Would you have preferred a three rounds of best of 3? Would that have been something you would have preferred here?
Hmm. Yeah, well, I'm going to start by answering a question that was kind of like implicit in your question about just
Sure, yeah.
over time, which is I just want to say something that I love about AGL and that I think is so rare is like the level of attention that everyone puts into like figuring out the best structure for everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes I think it's overwhelming, especially for league committee members, when they make some small change to something and there are 100 posts in league crafting about
Yep.
like the implications of it and like the feelings that it brings out for different people.
Yes.
And that is really overwhelming, but it's also really cool to have people so engaged. And the way that the league has just iterated like bit by bit over time. And it's not always like totally positive. There might be something that's tried out that takes it a little too far. And then
Sure.
there's so many like lessons learned from it and maintained, and so many people who will bring those up in the future. But then because every league is trying out new little things, like it's also every league, something is discovered that's amazing,
Mhm.
that will stay through. And so I'm really glad that that is finally happening for the playoff structure,
Yeah.
which has been somehow so resistant to change when every other part of the league has been like tweaked. Um, yeah, and so I felt like it was an issue for a while as I think I have more ninth place finishes than just about anyone, especially the 20 and 10 ninth place is the most painful where
Oh
it's like
yeah.
I didn't even get knocked out. Like I survived the gauntlet and now I'm fine. Um, yeah, shout out to my first ever league.
Oh no, your first ever?
My first ever league,
Jeez.
2010, ninth place. I think it was the first time it had happened, possibly.
It might
Um,
be.
yeah, but so I've always been complaining about that. Um, and yeah, my proposal was to do I think it was top 12 and have like the top 4 get a bye and then the next 8 do a mega draft. Everyone who goes 2 and 1 or better like joins the second mega draft.
Sure.
Um, but I think the structure works as well, like 16, totally fine thing. I'm a little going into it, I was pretty skeptical of I hate like cross pod play.
Yeah.
Just because you just have different groups of people, you have different power levels of stuff opened.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so it feels and it would feel bad if I played somebody and it's like nobody else took any of the black cards. They got every single good black card.
Yeah, yeah. Right,
And
like
it's like, well, now I have to play against this, which is, maybe how my opponent felt.
it could be.
Um, so I was a little skeptical, but everybody who comes into the Mega Draft is pretty experienced. I think it does, especially with 6 packs, the power level kind of evens out.
Hmm.
And as we saw, it was like really close, evenly matched game. So I don't know if that will always be the case, but I think it worked out better than I expected. And then for the best of 5 piece, um, I was also skeptical of that going into it.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, I'm blocking out 2 hours, I guess, for
Yeah,
this.
right. Who
This
did
bonus.
2 long blue decks? It could be longer
Yeah,
than 2 hours. Like that could be
yeah,
you guys be going for a while.
yeah, yeah. And I definitely, when we finished the first like best of 3, and I was down 2-1, um, I had just this feeling of like, oh my God, I don't know how much more of this I can do.
Yeah.
Really, really intense games. Um, yeah, but then they ended up continuing to be really exciting. It didn't feel, I was also a little worried like the games would all play out the same and it would just be like, oh, why are this is a slog, but it never felt like a slog. Like all the decisions felt important.
Hmm.
The games played out in totally different ways. Like even though we were kind of controlling decks, like we both have the possibility to curve out and put on a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And instead of saving those removal spells for like the biggest threats, you're like using them for tempo, trying to just like gain advantage through pressuring their life total. So yeah, it was really cool to get to 5 games is enough to get to experience all of those different ways that games can shake out, and it's really skill testing. Um, so I
I
enjoyed that.
I think it is really cool because, like you said, either one of you could have been like the beatdown depending on your draw. And in your last year, your game five match, Matthew's got a kind of just a land heavy, not do much, and you've got the Vine Shaper Prodigy, kick it for 4, draw a card, you play it on 2. You did that's a decision that like it's an aggressive choice that you make early that sets the tone of that game. And it was a great play. But it'd be the kind of play where it's like, man, I'd be so hard pressed to not wait 2 more turns and try to get that extra card because like that's what that card does, right? But
Yeah,
so
I can't remember if it was that game. I think I did. I might have had the like Kodama that lets you peter out
yep,
a land, and then I think I had combat tutorial. So it's like, well, actually playing it on 2, I am starting to generate value through my lands.
that's true. That's true. And
But
like Kodama and Combat Tutorial, what a combo that looked like that was that whole thing. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah, that was yeah, beyond, the Atraxa gets all the attention, but I just had a lot of powerful stuff in my deck and little pockets of synergy.
Mhm.
Like it
Yeah,
just
what
came.
was
So.
the other green? You had 3 mythics. What was the other green mythic? The that would draw a card. Whenever you cast a creature, you would like
Oh
look at the top.
yeah.
That card looked
That
amazing.
card was so good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
had never even seen that actually before the draft, but it's the like 4 mana 2/5. You look at the top when a creature comes into play, you look at cards from the top of your deck equal to its toughness, and then you
Yes.
take one that doesn't share a creature type with your creatures. Which in like Mega Draft format was pretty frequent.
Yeah. It would feel like you'd be like, okay, I'm gonna play my mythic. My mythic found my next mythic. Cool. That finds the
Yeah.
next thing. And it was just like, man, the value.
It was also nice being like, well, I'm never gonna have any other Praetors on the battlefield. I can
Right? Just
safely draw tracks with this.
the extra card.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we gotta talk a little bit about Edge of Eternities. We
Mhm.
can't all be talking Final Fantasy. Edge of Eternities is here. Are you enjoying the format, the league format so far? Yourself?
Yeah, I love it. I just finished my week 2 matches. I'm at 6-4, which is, like right kind of around where you want to be.
You're winning.
The first couple of weeks are always a bit of a anything can happen. Sometimes you just don't draw your good cards.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm a little nervous. It's gonna be yet another like soup format, like Tarkir, the lander tokens and green being really strong. It feels like pretty much everyone I've played has been splashing 4 or 5 colors.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, that's not my favorite. I like when decks are a little more streamlined. But it has seemed like a cool format so far. I like when cards do things, and it seems like all the cards in this set do things.
It is funny how this is like. I remember before it came out, Richard is always hating on Vader mana bases. Like, hey, finally, we're gonna have good mana bases because there's no dual lands. It's like, no, landers make your mana, but you only need one mountain in there. The landers will find it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like Strixhaven, where it's like you get your environmental sciences that grabs your one planes, which does your thing, and like you don't need fixing. You just need the landers, and they do it all.
Yeah, that's a really good analogy because it's also like your card, you then pay 2 mana later.
Yeah, yeah,
It's almost exactly like that. And yeah, in my initial pool, it was like, oh, I've got 6 cards that make landers. Like if I'm playing green,
yeah.
I can put in a card of any other color for free, and even a few cards. So, um, yeah, at least right now for me, it's like I'm splashing maybe 6 cards off of my main 2 colors, and that's been what most of my opponents are doing.
Hmm.
But I'm a little nervous. It's just going to turn into like splashy bomb fest by
With
week 4.
with
We'll see.
OTJ this week, I'm worried. And here's the thing: I'm winning this week. I haven't lost yet. I want to lose this week.
Nice.
It's not a bad week to be winning. I've only played 2 games, so I'm 2-0 this week. But
Yeah.
now that I know that you're done, maybe I can jump in the bot later. And now, you've been destroying me, Sawyer. I just want to say that. I checked our win records lately, and like, it's bad, man. It's like 12-4 or something. You might have surpassed Ryan D the Slickness, this guy who just beats up on me these days.
Oh no. I have felt the like psychological edge. I feel like going into it, you're like, no.
Well, it's like we played at the end of Final Fantasy League. You beat me there. We had great games. I want to say we even played at the end. We keep playing because we make it to the end, so we keep finding each other in weeks 5 and 6, and like, oh, those games never go my way, Sawyer. They never do. Like, you had a really sweet your Final Fantasy deck was that red black, all the removal and Black Knight tokens deck, and like, my deck doesn't deal with a bunch of Black Knight tokens and removal. That's not what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
It was a cool deck, but man, it was good, Sawyer. It was good.
I think Final Fantasy, I mean, to show a little bit of like contrast to the splashy format that we're doing,
Yeah.
like I thought Final Fantasy was so good as a sealed format.
Yeah.
Because you had, by the end, there were some decks that were like leaning hard into the black red, like O1 Wizards, like Spell Slinger kind of stuff. You had Jordan's deck was, I think, the best deck in like the league by the end. I got demolished by him as my last game.
Oh no.
It was just like blue-white artifacts. Everything is a 2-for-1. And then all these other people are playing removal heavy decks, and you just like don't have any targets for your removal because everything is retrieve the espers or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was just interesting to see people going like so deep into the 2 color pairs and really finding like this sort of meta game forming. Whereas I don't think there's as much meta game when everyone is splashing everything.
Yeah, when everyone is green something, it does feel like every deck I see is green something.
Yeah. And it's like, how do I sideboard against that?
Right. Yeah, it's just like, especially with all these other extra packs, like they could have Final Fantasy stuff. OTJ is really big this week. I want to know, Sawyer, what packs do you want to open next week? Let's see, what have we found so far this week? Midnight Hunt, we got Vow out there, AFR, Shadows, AKR, War of the Spark, plus I think there's still some Pioneer remasters out there, M21, DMU. Any of these sets strike your fancy, or are we waiting for another big strong set like OTJ to be found still?
Yeah, I think anything before like Vow is a trap.
I can see it.
I think this is the old, like even War of the Spark, like that was really strong when it came out. I feel like it doesn't hold up.
Yeah.
But I love Vow.
You like Vow?
My favorite formats. I know people hated it. I'm pretty heavy in black, so that's great for me. All the black cards are good. And I felt like the green was good in that set too. So
yeah,
I'm pretty interested in Vow. DMU is good. Urborg Reclamation or whatever.
Yeah, that card's really good.
I love that card. That was also huge in my Mega Draft deck. And having that as like a card you can hit at common that is like rare level bomb, I think, in sealed.
Not hard to get a loop going with that card, right? Like, not hard to do.
Yeah. So those are both interesting to me. I also like I think I've got a backlog of Edge of Eternities packs.
That's true.
All the juicy new ones. And I think that set is really strong. Like I think if you didn't have to only do it every other, I probably would have only been opening Edge of Eternities.
Is it only every one or the other? I think you get one
every
added.
other. You get one, yeah.
Okay, because I opened one on 2 and 3.
Yeah,
which you can do, right? I didn't break the rules.
Like at loss 1, 3, 5, etc., you get access to another one. Yeah.
Okay, good. Just want to, because I've heard a couple of people say you can't open them back to back, and I was like, but I did. So what did I do?
The bot is broken.
Please don't come after me, League Committee. I didn't. Yeah. I just chose what was given to me.
Game loss.
No, I've never had one. I don't want one. Yeah, I think you're right, actually. With what we have looking for next week, maybe we don't find a powerful set. Maybe that's the week you open your Edge of Eternities packs, you know?
Hmm.
And you're right. As much as even I'm excited for War of the Spark, it doesn't hold up to like the Play Booster era. You know,
Yeah.
it's exciting. Yeah, you can open to Fairy and Nissa and whatever,
Yeah.
Lilian, all kinds of broken stuff, but
Yeah. Yeah, I say that, and then I'm sure I'm gonna play against Nissa's like this league and just
yeah,
get
exactly.
demolished.
There you go. Yeah, great. Then I'll War of the Spark cards come and destroy you.
Yeah, but I think if you're to those of you out there who are like considering sets, I think the best thing to do is go to like 17 lands, just select the set, and then filter to commons, and you can see like the kind of top commons by color. And that is really illuminating. Like you go to War of the Spark or whatever, and you see the top like black commons, and I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but they're like these cards that would be C minus level
Yeah.
removal spells. And
Obnixis is cruelty. That has to be up there, right?
right. I
Like,
mean, that card is good, but
yeah.
it's not on the level of commons that are in current
No.
sets. Like
No.
the creatures especially are just so bad. Yeah.
So, unless you care about going wide and amassing tokens and kind of whatever weird synergy you're going to get with that, yeah,
Yeah.
it's you're mostly hoping for that fun planeswalker. Um,
Yeah.
all right, this is a question. I'm curious what you're going to say about this one, Sawyer, because again, you're a great player, great deck builder. What's a deck building mistake that you see people make in League a lot? What's some advice you can give to people to stop them from making that mistake?
Um, Probably number one is mana base split evenly across more than two colors.
Okay.
Like people week one will be like, okay, I don't have enough playables to play two color, so I'm gonna play three color, and my mana base will be like 888 or whatever.
Yes.
Like, no, that is so bad. You're setting yourself up to just not have the colors you need. It's so much better to be like 10-10-5, just splash some cards in the third color.
Hmm.
I also think week one, this is stolen from Daniel G, the king of splashing, but he chooses to go on the draw. He runs 27 lands,
Wow.
and he does really well week one.
Hmm.
So I think there's something to be said. This format, like the cards are there are fewer unplayables, so I think more people are able to actually like build a real deck.
Sure.
And maybe being on the play is a little more important. But I think it's worth considering. Often I default to 25 lands, but then with my initial pool, I'm like, oh wait, my worst card here is really bad, and a 26th land actually like it's just going to make my colors more consistent
Hmm.
and contribute a lot more. Um, yeah, and then I guess the other mistake I think is that people don't do full rebuilds enough,
Yeah.
and they'll, like lose, see what's in the pack, only look at the cards in their colors, just like add those, move on. I
Hmm.
think every couple losses, you should like clear your full deck, just take a look at all the colors, see what you've got going, try to approach it fresh.
Yeah.
And it's weird. Like I've had times where I've opened three packs and like I don't think I have opened any strong white or blue cards or whatever. And
Yeah.
then when I clear my pool and look at it, it's like, oh, I've actually got enough to build this other type of deck that I didn't notice before.
Yep.
So the format of the league kind of tricks people in that way.
And honestly, those are my favorite leagues. The leagues where I do have to rebuild my deck as I go. I don't like feeling like Final Fantasy League, great league. I love the mechanic with switching the colors and stuff. I love it. It's great. But I did feel like after a while, it's like, yeah, I'm just adding stuff into my Esper deck, and I'm changing my colors to all be Esper, and I'm kind of autopiloting it, right? Where this league, I'm starting 2 and 3. I've rebuilt my deck a bunch of different times.
Yeah.
I'm like seeing what's going on, and I don't know. I kind of like that more. I feel like it's the struggle, right? Like I'm living the struggle, and I'm going to try and overcome it. It's more rewarding, I think.
Yeah, I mean, deck building is really fun. And so
Yeah.
it's nice to get to do it.
All right, we got some questions from the league. Are you ready, Sawyer?
Yes.
All right, our first question from Evan C. Peas of Crab. Who is your favorite villain?
My favorite villain. Um,
That's a good one, right?
yeah, I I like saw this and I wish I had given it more thought. Um, For some reason, like the first thing that comes to mind is Jafar from like the Disney Aladdin. I really like villains who are like kind of queer coded. I feel like that was a big thing, especially
Sure.
at Disney. And something about like Jafar or like oh my God, or like Scar from Lion King. Something about just like how evil they are in kind of like a little bit of like a gay way. I really enjoy that.
Also, what a great era of Disney movie you're choosing from. I love it. You got
Yeah.
some good ones in there.
Mhm.
Zach H. Hack Zolt, favorite Final Fantasy game.
Um, I have not played a lot of Final Fantasy. The only ones I actually have played pretty much none, but my sister growing up played Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy X 2.
Uh-huh.
She was older and I had nothing else to do, so I would like sit on the floor and watch her play. So it's kind of like I played those two,
Sure.
and they're really good.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So I love those. It was nice to at least like a tenth of the cards be able to understand the references.
Yeah, you're like Blitzball. I know Blitzball.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. Um,
Do you have, this is from Jonathan P. Wait for Days. Do you have any experience playing other TCGs or with auto battlers?
mm. I played a lot of Hearthstone in college.
Hmm.
It was like right when it first came out, and I hadn't played Magic since high school, and there wasn't like an easy way for me to play on paper.
Yeah.
And so Hearthstone came out, and I was like, oh, this is an inferior form of Magic that I can play on my computer all the time. So I did that, and I played so much Hearthstone literally until um, Arena came out.
Yeah.
And Arena came out, and I have not touched it
You
since.
never.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Um,
You ever mess with the auto battlers? You ever play any of those?
I haven't. I am sure that I would get so addicted so quickly,
Yeah.
but yeah, I haven't touched them.
I am like you. I'm interested. They look cool, but man, it's just another like draft thing that just kind of happens. There's like, that'll take up my time.
Yeah.
Johnny M. Johnny, do you prefer to LFM or challenge, and why?
Oh, 100% challenge. It is the best feeling when I'm like, I kind of want to play a league match, and I
Yeah.
open up looking for matches, and there's someone right there, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm into it. It's a bummer, especially if it's like late night, West Coast time, things slow down. Sometimes I go in the bot and then I just like get distracted. But you don't want to like fully commit to anything else. Like I don't want to start a draft because then
Yeah.
I might get my match and you just kind of have to like kill some time. So definitely, definitely challenge.
I'm the same way. I like to challenge. I don't want to sit there and wait for someone to take my LFM.
Yeah.
Caleb G. Why not? How do you have enough time to make all posts in LFM yourself? Wait.
It's because
How
I'm
did...
the
Oh, you're
bot.
the bot.
Yeah. When you DM the bot, you're actually DMing me and
Oh,
I'm
really?
going and pasting that message in. Yeah.
How do
And
you
then
do
if
that?
you're bad, I'll challenge you and play.
Oh no, Sawyer, that's why you keep beating me at the end of the league. You know, I can't avoid him. That's funny. Is that like an old bot you made that like is still like goes through you?
No, I mean I'm joking to be clear. It's
Damn.
also but I did make the LFM bot. Yeah,
Back in the day, right?
in the day, yeah. Although
Um,
now the code was not written by me, but the initial prototype, yeah.
are you impressed with how much it's changed? Because I know you're a big coding guy. How all the coding stuff and how the changes that have gone through everything, um, in your time since you've left the league committee?
It blows my mind. Like
It's insane.
truly every league.
Yeah, I have
Especially
no.
because yeah, I mean, I implemented some of the early mechanics, like the ones where, you're given two packs and you have to choose one.
Mhm.
To be fair, that was before like AI coding was much of a thing. So I was doing it all manually. And some of those features, like everything looks so smooth, but dealing with the Discord API and stuff, like and then also the pack generation,
Mhm.
like a lot of it is hard to code. Like the way that the two packs thing would work, it would have to like there was a secret channel in the Discord that would like generate the two packs, and then the bot would like read the messages from there and then kind of forward them over. Um, So there were all of these like complicated things going on in the back that took a lot of coding.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that that's still the case. Like you'll see some of these features and be like, oh, this is such a clean, easy interface. Like, oh, clicking the buttons for the map. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure that took a very real amount of work.
Oh
So
yeah. I can't imagine.
so impressed.
God bless you, Steve, and everyone else who does that stuff. All right, our next question from Matthew H. Almost, who you played against in your finals for the best of five championship. What are your thoughts on how the AGL has changed over time? More players, new rules, fancy bots, level of competition, etc.
Um, I did talk about this a little bit before, but yeah, I think it's been pretty much exclusively good.
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of that comes from the level of just like reflection from the community and from the league committee on each change to try to understand like the side effects, the social effects, the effects on the gameplay.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, and so I mean, my fear is always just that it will be unsustainable, like these mechanics that are entire video games.
Sure.
Yeah, but it's also nice, like the league committee knows how to give themselves a breather when they need it, and people don't really mind having a little bit of a vanilla, like 3 week or 6 week league every once in a while.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's all been good. The increased size is great. It makes it easier to find matches.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it really just feels like pure positives to me.
It's great. I mean, I know a lot of what I heard in the past was like, oh, we're going to grow too big. It's going to ruin the community. There's going to be no sense of self. It's going to be random faces on the internet. But I tell you, I love watching, especially this league with all the new people freaking out, going, well, how does this work? Oh my God, this is so cool. Look at how these bots and I'm moving the ship. And they're so excited, like,
Yeah,
there's an enthusiasm that
yeah.
is hard to ignore, Yeah, and I agree. It only gets better and better, and yeah, it's harder to top eight, but then they open the top eight up, and maybe it's a little easier to get in there now. It's
Yeah.
just play good Magic and have fun. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah. And so many people who join end up being real like community contributors. And
Yeah.
like you doing the podcast and stuff that just like builds out it would be tough if it were just like the same LC members now supporting a larger group. But
Hmm.
there are so many people in the league who like actively do stuff to contribute it and or to yeah, build out communities within the community.
And we get better and better players. Like
Yeah.
Matthew H. almost has only been
Yeah.
in a few leagues, and he's an amazing player. Like
Yeah.
1911 is his worst record. He was played in a pro tour in the last couple of years. Travis, random jobber. He's like, as the competition raises, it raises us all. A rising tide raises all ships.
Definitely.
We're all
Yeah.
going to get better.
Yeah.
Richard K. I know another one from Matthew H. Almost. Favorite deck from a past league? What's been your favorite deck?
Oh, um, I think it has to be my March of Machines deck, which was so busted. I'm so bad with names. What was the card? It's like blue, blue, black, two of any color. It's like one of those legendary pairs of people.
Oh, was it like Kaido and somebody else, or
Yeah, and it's like a 5/4 flyer that like
yeah? You look at the
draws you
top
cards,
three.
you like
Yeah.
brainstorm, and then if it dies, you reveal the top thing and they like lose life. And it
Hmm.
just it honestly it's like a little bit of a mini Atraxa that's like it comes down and it like completely dominates the board and gives you this massive like card advantage thing. And um so I had that, and then just like so much good interaction and recursion and card draw, and it just felt like any set of cards that I had, I could do so much with.
Hmm.
The worst is when you have a deck where like you just draw your hand and you're like, all of these things just like do one thing, and I'm gonna like
Yeah.
play these cards, and then I'm probably gonna get
Right.
overwhelmed.
It's like, okay, I got a 2/2 for two, and I got a mana
Yeah,
rock, and like none of these
yeah,
cards actually do anything.
yeah, yeah. And that deck was one that just completely snowballed,
Uh,
and to play the tempo game well. So yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
what a fun set was. I'm waiting for us to find that mom planet so we can open mom packs. It's out there. Oh, find it while I'm still alive,
Great. Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
Richard K. Preacher would love to know, in honor of your bomb Atraxa, which one of these food items do you like best? White chocolate, blue cheese, black licorice, or green tea?
Is the idea that they're each like pairs of colors? Like, because blue cheese is like blue and white.
I have no idea
I
what
don't
the
know about the
idea
black
is.
licorice. Wait, say that again.
White chocolate,
Okay,
blue
no, I don't like
cheese,
white chocolate. I
blue
do like,
cheese, black licorice,
no.
green tea. Yeah, these are all pretty
Okay,
like
so
divisive
immediately it's
things.
narrowed down to green tea or blue cheese.
Yeah.
And I love like blue cheese on a salad, but I feel like it's more of an add-on. And I think green tea is, I do love green tea. So
I like it. I was hoping you were going to say black licorice and we can have a discussion about what that means because man, black licorice is a taste that I have just never had any kind of fondness for.
yeah.
And we got some questions that came in. I sent you all the questions, and then we got a couple of questions that just came in. This one from Ryan came in like as I was sending them to you at 9:30 in the morning. Rapid fire round: forehand or backhand?
God, it's so hard. I think it has to be backhand because I'm left-handed, so that's usually what I throw.
Okay. Hammer or scuba?
Scuba.
Scuba. Layout D or point pin hook?
Layout D, definitely.
Layout D. Okay. I know hammer. Hammer, I'm guessing, is over the top.
Hammer's over the top. Scuba is like chest. It's like a hammer from your chest.
So it's like a small hammer.
It's like a small hammer. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And layout D or pinpoint huck? What? I don't know either one. What's that?
Layout D is like you're on defense. There's a throw that goes, and you like dive to block it.
Nice.
Like a diving block. And then a pinpoint huck is like a really perfect long throw.
All right. I understand. It's the Hail Mary. It's the we're going deep and it's going right in there.
Yes. And I'm like a lifelong defensive player, so I like the blocks. Yeah.
All right, our last question from Lotta the Birdie. What are you putting on your playlist for AGLCon?
Oh, well, I need to know the details of AGLCon and see if I can make it.
We gotta get some discers out there. We got to. Love for you to be there.
I'm sure Jordan, he doesn't have a job. I bet he can. And if he goes, I'll go.
Easy. There we go. We're in. Get Jordan to go. Sawyer goes. We're in.
Okay. And hosted in the Bay Area. Why not?
Here's the thing. I want to get a US AGLCon going, so I need someone in America who has a large tract of land designed to look like a summer camp to step up and let us use it for free for like a week. Please. We could do something really cool.
Yeah. That does sound nice. I don't even know what is on the AGLCon playlist, but I don't
think there is one. I think she's just saying, what would you put on a playlist for AGLCon?
Well, I don't even know if this fits with the theme, but I will tell you the song that I added to my team's warm-up playlist for this Frisbee season.
Love it.
It is a song by Marina called Cantissimo.
I don't know this at all.
Say that on air, but it's good. It's a good pop song. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll post it. I'll post it with this, and people can hear a song that's right. Now, is this like a get pumped, get ready warm up song, or just a song that you like a lot, or does this song get you like?
It gets me kind of jazzed up. I don't really actually listen to pop music. I listen to like sad lesbian indie music.
Yeah. I'm there with you. I listen to a lot of real depressing music, Sawyer. It's fine.
Yeah. But it feels like if it's like AGLCon, it's like for this group, I'm not gonna subject them to that. So I'll give them Cantissimo.
Yeah. I love it, dude. And Lotta, if we have a playlist, let's see it. Can I put a song on it? I've been to AGLCons. I've been asked.
You can be the one that kicks it off.
Maybe it already exists and they just don't want me to be a part of it. I don't know. But I want to be a part of it. Sawyer, thank you so much for coming on the show. Thank you for being the great community member you are, the great Magic player that you are. One of these days I'm going to beat you. It's coming. That's the thing is like I don't back down because I know one day I'm gonna get you. But until then, I'm so scared of you. You're like Matthew. I'm so scared of both of you guys, and you both went to the finals. Like this is why I'm scared of you guys. Like it all just proved itself. But congrats, man. I'll be looking forward. I know you want to take down Player of the Year. I know you're aiming to take that. I mean, if you could get it before Jordan, I bet that'd be a fun little feather in your cap. And I'm looking forward to see what your emote or sound clip is. You've had some good ones. So the screaming face, I think, has really grown and gets used every time it pops up. I love it.
Well, I already chose my emote.
Did you? They already do it?
Yes. Yeah. It's Sephiroth's intervention.
That's right. It was the Sephiroth intervention.
Yeah.
That's
Which
right.
And I particularly like it, not just because of the Atraxa, but also my league deck had like 3 or 4 Sephiroth's intervention. My Mega Draft deck had 3 copies of it. And my Edge of Eternities deck already has 1 copy.
Oh, jeez, already. And that card's so
great
good.
card.
Yeah, great card. Hey, if it's good enough for Sawyer, it's good enough for me.
Vasco's Contempt was a rare once upon a time.
Right.
That was played and constructed and double pipped.
And we were happy to do it. We were like, what a good card this is.
Yeah.
All right, Sawyer. Well, I wish you luck out there. I'm glad that you've done for the week so I can get my games out of the way and not worry about it. And hey, man, I'm rooting for you to you're on a streak, man. You're having another great year, and you could be having another great league, being 6-4. So keep it up.
Thanks so much. Always a pleasure.
Anyway, we'll see you for Player of the Year. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Again, Sawyer's come on the show a lot because he always comes on when he wins, and Sawyer wins a lot. And he's always super, super nice. And he beats me so bad. Sawyer don't look at my record against Sawyer. He's the new Ryan D. the Slickness. And I don't want that. I don't want that in my life. I don't want someone that always ends up beating me in the week 5, week 6. Because I'm always going to take those games because I'm Charlie Brown. I'm like, yeah, okay, hold that football. But I'm going to kick it this time. I'm going to take you down. This is it. And then, nope, that football gets pulled out and I land on my back. But congrats to Sawyer. Another big win. Hope he gets to take down Player of the Year. It's in his sights. He's super qualified for it. And it's going to be great to see if he can take it down. I want great tips for Edge of Eternities and new players. I love getting Magic advice from these great players, right? A lot of the show is just, I'm having my fun and we're learning about the community and the culture, but, there's some Magic in there too, and let's try to get a little better and help each other out. AGL Con Europe just happened over the last week, and they even sent in a little clip after watching Sawyer's win. So let's play that right now from AGL, Lata, and the rest of them.
All right, Raph. So Sawyer just won Final Fantasy League. What's your reaction?
I feel like a winner too. I never doubted Sawyer for a single second. It looked dire at certain times, but Sawyer's just the kind of guy that just always locked in a mega draft, and that's why we voted on Sawyer. Thank you, Nick.
All right. So why do you think Nick?
Me and Nick took a small little side bet on the side to make the mega draft interesting. Nick was rooting for his boy Matthew. I was rooting for my guy Sawyer. We just have tenure with both sides, and Sawyer showed that the old guard still have some fight back.
All right, good to hear. So, what were your highlights from Sawyer's side in this match?
Definitely blocking with the Atraxa and losing it. I will say I was thinking maybe it could be a little too late on that side, but Sawyer's always proved to me why my line was incorrect and Sawyer's was correct.
All right.
Hey, no problem. Thanks so much.
AGL EU looked super fun, looked awesome. Everyone that got to go, super jealous of all you and all the fun you guys got to have out there in the Netherlands and beyond. And get involved in the server. Someone get an AGL Con. Why is there not an AGL Con USA? There's been multiple in Canada. There's one in the EU. Someone in the US who has tons of free space. Let us all come and party there and have a good time and play Magic. Come on. Somebody do it. Please. This is your friend Koku asking. And take mom packs next week. I saw so many people not taking OTJ packs this week, and I know maybe you're going for some strategy. Maybe you want to get special commons or open OTJ. You open OTJ. You save your EOE packs for the end. You open mom next week. You open these sets. OTJ and mom are so strong, and they're not going to be around that long. And after that, is it really going to be anything that much better? Yeah, I love Strixhaven, but it doesn't compare to Mom and OTJ. I don't know that we're going to find another set that really does. So open Mom next week, please. Or don't, so that I don't have to play against you with your super strong Mom cards. Until then, I hope you get to keep a good 7. That's what it's all about. That's what here to do. We want to play some good Magic. And I hope that Shuffler is in your favor. Because we want to play some good Magic. Right? Like nothing worse than been... I had some games this week. I got some wins that were just... they didn't get to play the game. You know, like, they kept a bad 2-lander, and I just beat them in. And you know what? It happens, but at the same time, don't do that to yourself, right? So sometimes the Shuffler just won't let you play Magic. And when that happens, you know, don't get down. Don't get upset, because what were you supposed to do? Mulligan down to 3? No. Like, that's never the answer. So, like, some games you just can't win. Don't let it get you down. Don't let it get you salty. And we'll see you next time. I guess this is Go Home.